Today on Beware, we expose a sinister job racket that has sent shockwaves through leading companies. Scamsters are feeding on citizens of our country merely keen on getting themselves a job. Also on Beware this week, beware if you get an email from the Income Tax Department seeking your credit card details. Banks, beware. You now have to resolve a consumer grievance within a month. So says RBI, and you have to give in writing to a consumer when you deny a loan. And we redress your insurance-related grievances. In these tough times, when getting a job may prove to be an uphill task or the salary cut has made it difficult to make your ends meet, a lucrative job offer may seem like a blessing in disguise, and more so if this comes from an MNC or a PSU. But beware of the latest job offer email in your inbox. It just might rob you of your hard-earned money. Tanvi Shukla investigates.
Kolkata-based Saurabh Kumar, a software engineer, had been looking for a job for the last 3 months. On August 20th this year, when a job offer from one of the biggest PSUs of the country, NTPC, hit his inbox, Kumar thought his quest had ended. The mail promised a salary as high as 55,000 rupees per month if he clears the final interview. Thrilled by the offer, Kumar immediately deposited 8,870 rupees in the bank as security deposit, just the way the mail had instructed. It was only when the promised call letter and air ticket to Delhi did not come did he realize he had become the victim of a job scam.
Kumar is not the only one. The economic slowdown provided the perfect opportunity to scamsters to dupe desperate job seekers across the country, and luring them with names like HCL, Wipro, Microsoft, Voltas, and NTPC made it easy to set the trap.
IT giant HCL stumbled upon a mail sent on behalf of the company 2 years ago, but that was a one-off case. It was only in December 2008 that more such cases cropped up, and now queries seeking verification of job offers are flowing in every week. The modus operandi is simple. Emails are sent from an unofficial ID to job seekers. Most of them claim that the resume has been shortlisted from one of the online portals.
Basically, they assess the database of job sites. Job sites are places where these people email IDs and profiles are available. And number two, they target mostly freshers or people with 6-9 months experience who does not know how the industry operate and who have no clue on how big companies work and all. And also the third thing we notice is they mostly target non-metro areas because there the knowledge base of contacting someone or referring to someone is not there.
In July, Wipro issued a public warning stating that fake job offers were being sent out in its name. In August, freshers and inexperienced job seekers got mails in the name of HCL. NTPC and Voltas also began getting queries from applicants about the call letters. The most recent mails misused the trusted name of Microsoft India. According to corporates, these are mass mails, some of them even marked to 500 IDs. Most often, 10 to 15 of the recipients respond, and then the sender engages them over the phone, assuring them about the company and weaving dreams of a better future.
The email asks for a security deposit or money for the travel costs for the final interview. It expects this amount to be deposited in a bank account. Once the deposit is made, all contacts are disengaged and the sender becomes untraceable.
Beware got hold of 4 such mails that were mass mailed. Each email had a different sender's name. The account number and bank name in each was different, and so was the amount being asked as deposit. These emails also carried incorrect company address, and were full of grammar and spelling mistakes. They were sent from personal IDs and not company IDs.
Taken aback by this sudden spurt of fraud emails, companies issued public notices in the media warning people to be cautious, and some of them have also filed police complaints against the perpetrators.
In its statement, NTPC stated, and I quote, "It has come to our notice that some unscrupulous elements are trying to dupe prospective candidates seeking employment opportunities in NTPC by sending emails for depositing money in some account in specified banks. In this context, it is clarified through this notice to the public at large that NTPC has not authorized any agency or firm for recruiting candidates." In case of Voltas, the company figured that the emails are sent out in the name of Voltas Technology India Limited, based in Noida. It also put out an alert in the name of Amit Gupta and Mitesh Gajjar, who allegedly had sent out these mails.
But for many, it was already too late. Eager to get a job, many didn't even think that a mail claiming to be from a reputed corporate house in India could be a fraud, and deposited the money. As the database of job seekers is mostly accessed from job portals, it raised an alarm on their security checks as well.
One of the leading job portals, Naukri.com, has filed a complaint with the local police as well as the Economic Offences Wing. While the investigations are still on, the job site is now putting in place caution mechanisms for its registered users.
We aptly warn our job seekers. If you log on to the homepage of Naukri, there's one prominent security alert there, and almost all the sections of the site carry the security alert informing job seekers about the possible ways and means with which these fraudsters can sort of dupe them. And on every contact mail that goes out to job seekers from recruiters, we have a content piece saying that be wary of such kind of mails coming in.
Our investigations revealed that majority of these emails have given a fake Noida-based address. Beware also called the banks that were mentioned in the emails, and not only were the account numbers still active, but bank officials were even ready to share some of the transaction details of these fraudsters.
Beware made a few phone calls to various banks to check on the account numbers given in these fraud emails. One of the bank officials readily gave the details of the transactions, revealing that the account holder preferred to withdraw money from the ATM. The last transaction was a withdrawal of 1,000 rupees from the ATM, and the current balance in the account was a mere 45 rupees. Beware also went to find out what was located at the addresses given. We found that block numbers and sectors given don't even exist.
While Beware managed to crack this readily available information, the police still seems to be sleeping. Meanwhile, it has been left to corporate India to tackle the menace on its own.
We first approached, originally one of the private sector bank was used, and they internally ran a campaign among themselves to be aware of people who open such accounts. When we advised them, they immediately tried to clamp down on the account and try to find out who's the person who's using that account. But we have, at least contacted 7 or 8 banks where they keep using this. But problem is that these people, there are so many banks and there are so many branches, they keep switching names as well as banks as well as branches and cities also. So it's a large scale thing.
And so the scamsters are still out in the open, duping more people every day. Even as the Beware team was working on this story, it came across another such mail dated 30th September, sent out in the name of HCL India. And on 7th October, Microsoft released a warning ad in the papers.
It may take time before these perpetrators are caught. Till then, they will continue to change names, addresses, and send out more such emails. So beware of what mails hit your inbox. Beware of any job offer mail that asks for money to be deposited, even if it claims to be from one of the biggest IT firms or a PSU from the country. Time for a break now, but it's just not for jobs. Fraud emails claiming to be from the Income Tax Department are also flowing into your inbox. So beware. More on that when we come back.